He will also probably have something to say about tonight's big showdown in the state of Texas between the Spurs and the Rockets. I mentioned this off the top. I found it a little curious that the Spurs, who have won 4 in a row on the road by an average margin of 16 points, is a 1-point dog to Houston, playing without Clint Capella, who's out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken leg. Remember, the Spurs have the best road record in the NBA. I don't know. Houston, it would appear, would be the play. It's like Vegas wants you to take San Antonio, but I think Houston would be the play. So we're going to find out. Houston probably wins in a blowout.
Yeah, that's just such a bizarre line to me.
Yeah.
Because Clint Capella's out with the broken fibula, and that's a huge blow to that Rockets team, right? Because they don't have the ability to really run the pick and roll, because that's Harden's favorite, play off of the pick and roll, and that's basically how he gets a lot of his action. I just don't know what they do in this situation. I guess,
I think it must be that Houston is 10-0 in December, and they're figuring, look, this Rockets team is on a roll right now. James Harden is playing at MVP levels, but this team is a really good team all the way around. Patrick Beverley coming back has been a big boost for their perimeter defense. We talked about Cephaloshin. Now, Capella was also a part of their defense as one of their rim protectors, but maybe they feel like, okay, they can manage and they can outshoot teams from the outside. And we've seen in this past week, they've had 2 games. They had 22 three-pointers made, and then over the weekend, 24 three-pointers made. I don't know if you're going to get those opportunities like that against the Spurs, but you might need to do that.
Right, but I feel like defensively the Spurs match up really well with the Rockets in this one. I mean, Tony Parker on Patrick Beverley, done. Okay, that's a good defensive matchup there. LaMarcus Aldridge has consistently been a rocket killer in his career. This is kind of his MO. I feel like there's just, when you go down the line, Kawhi Leonard, steps up defensively, and how does this Rockets team then go off? And plus, you're waiting for them to shoot all of these threes from the wing. So if that's the scheme that they have going into this one, you know how to defend it. It shouldn't be that difficult. I'm
a lot easier said than done, right?
Of course, but I'm just confused by that line, especially with the Spurs and how they've played recently on the road.
That line tells me to go with Houston. Let's see, watch this be a 2-point game in favor of the Rockets. It'll go down to a bucket. 2 or 3-point game goes down to a bucket.
Okay.
Houston trying to go to 11-0 in the month of December.